Lost in London, a travel story. Last year, I visited London for the first time. It was a solo trip, and I was both excited and nervous. I had booked my flights online, arranged a hotel in advance, and even made a list of places I wanted to see. Big Ben, Tower Bridge, Camden Market, and of course, the British Museum. I arrived at Heathrow Airport early in the morning. The flight was smooth, and I was happy that everything was going according to plan. After landing, I needed to get from the airport to the city center. I had two options: take a taxi or use public transport. Since I wanted to save money, I chose the Underground, the famous London Tube. I bought an Oyster card at the station and tried to understand the map. There were so many lines and colors. I felt a bit overwhelmed. But eventually, I found the right platform and got on the train toward Paddington Station. Everything seemed fine, until I realized I had missed my stop. I quickly got off at the next station and looked for help. I approached a staff member and asked, "Excuse me, could you help me find my way back to Paddington?" He smiled and said, "Sure, you just need to change at the next station and take the Circle line back." I thanked him and followed the instructions. Luckily, the trains in London are frequent, and I was back on track in no time. After checking in at my hotel, I decided to go for a walk and explore the city. I used Google Maps on my phone, but soon my battery died. And, of course, I had forgotten my power bank. Now I was walking through central London, with no map, no phone, and no idea where I was. I stopped a passerby and asked, "Hi, I think I'm a bit lost. Could you tell me how to get to Oxford Street?" The woman was very kind and gave me clear directions. Walk straight for about 5 minutes, then turn left at the second traffic light. You'll see a big bookstore. That's Oxford Street. I followed her instructions and finally made it. I was so relieved. Later that evening, I wanted to try the famous double-decker bus. I asked at the hotel reception, "Where's the nearest bus stop?" The receptionist gave me a small map and told me to catch bus number 23. I got on the bus, sat on the top deck, and enjoyed the view. London looked magical at night. The lights, the people, the atmosphere. Suddenly the bus stopped and the driver announced, "This is the last stop." I hadn't realized the bus had changed its route. Once again, I was lost. I got off and looked around. The street was quiet and I didn't recognize anything. I walked into a small shop and asked the cashier, "Hi, sorry to bother you, but do you know how I can get back to Notting Hill?" He took out his phone and showed me which bus to take. He even wrote down the stop where I should get off. I was so grateful. Finally, I returned to my hotel safe and sound. It had been a long and confusing day, but I had learned something very important. When you travel, things don't always go as planned, and that's okay. You just need to stay calm, ask for help when needed, and be ready for anything. The next few days in London were much easier. I visited all the places I wanted, tried fish and chips, took lots of pictures, and even made some new friends. This trip taught me more than just how to use public transport in a big city. It taught me how to be independent, confident, and flexible. And even though I got lost more than once, I found something better: adventure. Useful phrases in the story for B1 to B2 learners. I booked a hotel in advance. How can I get to? Could you help me find? I think I'm a bit lost. Where's the nearest? The train was delayed. I missed my stop. I was back on track. Everything went according to plan. Things don't always go as planned.